So you may be looking to get into meditation, but you don't know where to start. Now, I was in your same shoes about 2.5 years ago, and I must say I didn't know where at all to start. I was doing, just that sitting in silence, which was drive me up the wall for sitting 5-10 minutes. I'd be wanting to check my clock every, minute, every 30 seconds. It was nonstop. So I was on a quest to find some kind of meditation that could actually help me, and I came across a bunch of different things that essentially kind of help, some guided meditations that were free out there. And then I came across this book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Now, this book was written by Dr. Joe Dispenza, and for those people out there who don't know who he is, Dr. Joe Dispenza is actually a doctor who went through a pretty crazy event in his life, right? He actually went through an accident in which they thought he would be paralyzed for the rest of his life. But, with his willpower and his drive, he did not want that to happen. He actually did not want to take any of the medications, right? He forced himself to work himself out of the predicament he was in through meditation. And so to this day, he actually shares, his story and how he used meditation to help heal himself. And he has multiple stories of people he's actually helped with some really tremendous, changes, right? Some medical changes to where no kind of medicines would actually be able to help them, like cancer and stuff like that. They have got to Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he has actually helped heal them through his meditation. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is really crazy, and I am the same way, right? Before I even started getting to this meditation, I thought a lot of the same thing. But this particular book, again, was fantastic, and one of the ones that I really gravitated towards. And the reason I'm talking about this book is because recently I've been doing a 30-day challenge of self-connection, which is essentially sitting in silence and just being. I have come a long way, but I did miss that old meditation where I was essentially had like a guided meditation. And so instead of actually going back and rereading the book, because I had read the book a couple times over, I wanted to actually go with a more guided meditation, and he does have a CD. Now, I am not an affiliate of Dr. Joe Dispenza, but it is something I highly recommend if anybody is trying to start meditation, and with good reason, right? Because I've tried many different meditations. I've even essentially created my own kind of meditation, which was, primarily based after Joe Dispenza's meditation, along with some other like visualizations and gratitude things that I was really doing. And so one thing I've really found is I wanted to just get back to the basics, right? And a big difference I did notice through reading through the book and actually going through the guided meditation was that it was completely different and much longer, right? Like when I was doing it, I was kind of, again, it's like speeding through things. Like overall, my full total meditation used to be like 30 minutes, right? And then doing this guided meditation, it goes up to an hour, which was something that was nice because I started doing the hour with my self-connection, and then now I wanted to actually start doing it with Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditation. And so essentially that's what the way it starts out, right? This guided meditation, it's good to know that it is an hour, but you can work up to that hour. And it's actually nice in the guided meditation. There are chimes. I believe it's like every 20 minutes, right? If you are first doing it, you work up to that first chime. And then, again, you progress into that second chime and then ultimately to that full hour. And I think this is something that can really help people. And the reason being is because I have been going through a lot, some major life events all at one time. So a really dark time in my life. I'm not saying that you should have to pick up meditation. I think that's, one of the last things you should have to do. I think even if you are, life is good and great and you just want it to be a little bit better, I think meditation is great for everybody, especially since, society is so hectic and we are so busy and got so much going on that it truly helps to kind of calm the mind. And whichever way you can do that, and through meditation, I find that you should really start out with a guided meditation, right? And this is one I highly recommend because it really helps, right? It really helps calm your mind, and the stress, the anxiety, and all that stuff just goes away. And it's this huge, just weight lifted off your shoulders. You're not so clouded, you're not so worried about all the little stresses in life. Now, I've again been doing meditation for over 2 years now, so it has really helped me progress, right? Like, I really don't worry about a lot lately, and it doesn't really matter what's going on, right? Because I know everything essentially has a purpose. But I'm not saying this to be all spiritual with you, but I am saying this because I believe in this particular meditation, and I know it can thoroughly help you. So if you are again interested in this, I will leave the book and the guided meditation down below. Again, I am not an affiliate. I am just trying to, share a gift with you guys that I think would help you tremendously, right? And everything's fairly reasonable priced. It's something that I think you can get a lot of value out of, that I think these prices aren't that high, and for good reason, because the value, the ROI on this, right? The return on investment on this is well surpassed what you have to pay for it. And again, you have all these things, for the rest of your life. It's just a one-time fee, right? You buy a book, or you buy the CD and you have it, right? And so, again, if you are interested, I'll leave it down below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. And until next time, I will see you guys later.